Let's continue with our poem Elementary School Classroom in Islam with the third stanza. Surely Shakespeare is wicked. The map, a bad example. Here the poet wants to say that Shakespeare is wicked. He doesn't want to say that Shakespeare, the person, is wicked. He wants to say that to hang the picture of Shakespeare is wicked, is evil, it's bad. The map, a bad example. The world map that is in the class is a bad example. With ships in sun and love tempting them to steal, for lives that slyly turn in their cramped holes from fog to endless night? The poet wants to say, rather he wants to ask, it's a question here. The poet wants to ask that what is the use of Shakespeare's picture? What is the use of the world map in the class? What is the use of the ships and sun and all the lovely things? They just tempt them. When they can't afford them but want to reach all these things, all these luxuries, they are tempted to steal. They become thieves. For lives, for such people, for such living beings that slyly, somehow, unnotedly, turn in their cramped holes, spend their whole life, slyly turn without an identity, live in their cramped holes, cramped, confined, narrow holes. Their homes are so small, just like holes of the rats. From fog to endless night. Fog, the life they spend, the beginning of their life is unclear, and the darkness of their life is endless. For such people who have no vision, who have no clarity, who have no light, no hope in their lives, and they just spend their lives slyly in their narrow holes like homes. For such people, are these things required? That is why there is a question mark. On their slag heap. Slag otherwise means the residue also, and the residue is waste. On their slag heap, on their weak bodies, heap that they are useless. On their weak, useless bodies, these children wear skins peeped through by bones. Their skins are so thin, just like a cloth, that their bones seem to be peeping through, as if the bones are ready to come out of the skin. And spectacles of steel with mended glass. Their spectacles are made of steel, but with mended glass, like bottle bits on stones, that when you break a bottle on stone, the small pieces of that glass bottle, they are mended and they are turned into spectacles of steel. All of their time and space are foggy slum. All the time, that means their whole life, and space, that is their world, are nothing but just foggy slum. They have nothing in their life apart from this foggy slum. So the poet wants that, so blot their maps with slums as big as doom. So we should blot their maps. We should be marking these maps with a spot to destroy them with slums as big as doom. So the slums which are just as big as doom, which are disastrous for them, these slums pictures, the maps of the slums should cover the world maps. The real world should be shown to them. Coming to the explanation of the poem, the stanza 3. The poet further says that these children living in the slum area have faced so many hardships that they feel every other person to be their enemy. For them, Shakespeare is an evil man. They don't find the map to be a good thing. They never liked or loved by anyone. Therefore, they hate almost everyone. Their desire of being loved by others forces them to steal. They live in small homes and they have started adjusting to it. Their life is going towards an endless night. This means that their future is full of darkness. These kids are so thin that one can easily see their bones through the thin layer of skin. Their skin is like the thin layer of cloth, and the bones beneath are visible through the skin. These kids suffer from malnutrition. They wear spectacles which are made of steel. They are cheap and very uncomfortable. Even the lenses in the spectacles are repaired. The spectacles look like stones which have been repaired with pieces of glass sticking out of them. Here the poet tries to explain that these kids have to face so many hardships in their lives. As these slums are getting bigger, they will destroy the future of these children, and it is very difficult for such kids to escape from them. I hope you understood the third stanza.